Hey guys, what's going on? Browser here, bringing you back to another tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to be doing a bee farm. Now, bees are good for honey bottles, honeycombs, honey blocks, all of that good stuff. So this is pretty much what we're going to be building. And this is a stackable build. However, we're building it in tiers, so this is only a one tier. If you want multiple tiers, go ahead and double everything that we do right now. So as you see, it does work. I just got done building this just to kind of show y'all. So what we're gonna need for this build: 10 glass, 4 comparators, some glass bottles, a few temporary blocks, a couple of slabs. We're gonna need 20 redstone dust, 4 dispensers, 4 beehives, 16 hoppers, 3 chests, 24 building blocks. You got to make sure you have your bees for your beehive, 4 dirt, and 4 flowers. Anyways, let's get over here and show y'all how to build it. So first, for this build, how we're going to do it is we're going to start off with a double chest. Alright, off that double chest, we're going to come out 4 hoppers. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure that they're all chained in together, just like that. Once you have all of your hoppers, you're gonna come up here on top of your hopper, shift, jump, and place another hopper. And you're gonna continue your hoppers all the way down, just like that. So you have hoppers going into the chest, and then hoppers going into your hoppers. All right, once you have everything, just like that, you wanna go to the back of the build. We're gonna go ahead and grab our building blocks and our temporary blocks. On this one, our building blocks is going to be the lime concrete, and our temporary is going to be the orange concrete. So we're going to go ahead and grab our temporary block and place it in the back of the hopper, just like that. Next, we're going to take 2 solid blocks and we're going to build a 2 by 4 all along the back side, just like that. We're going to leave that temporary block there for right now. Next, facing the back side of the build, you don't want to face towards the build, but you want to face away from it. You want to take your comparators and you want to place them all the way down, just like this. After you get your comparators facing like this, see the little arrow away from the build, you want to take your redstone and you want to place redstone all along that line right there. Next, you want to take your building blocks and you want to come up by 2. So that's 1 and 2 off that temporary block right there. Now, we're going to take this all the way down, so that's going to be just like that. And we still have that temporary block there. Now we're going to go ahead and remove it, since we won't be needing that. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to place our building blocks directly over top of the comparators, just like this. After we do our building block, we're going to take our glass directly over top of the redstone, just like that. Next, if you look down here at your redstone, it does have a hitbox. If you shift click it, you should be able to get, there we go, a step in just like that. We're going to run a line of 4 of your building blocks all the way down to match your build. Now the reason we're putting glass here is that way the redstone, since the glass is not a solid block, it can come up and then continue the redstone signal up here. So next, what we're going to go ahead and do is take our redstone and cover everything up here on the very top, making a big mess just like that. And see how the redstone is coming up, building block? It continues the signal for us. All right, so once you have your redstone in, go ahead and go back to the front of the build. On the front of the build, what you want to do is you want to grab your dirt and go to the top hopper right here. It can be either side, it just has to be the top hopper. You want to run your dirt all the way across, just like that. Alright, so next what you want to do is you want to get up here on this dirt. If you look careful enough, you can actually see the hitbox of the redstone up there. You want to go ahead and take your temporary block and place it right there. Okay? Then you want to grab your dispenser, back up, so you want to shift click and look into that temporary block. And you want to try to get your dispenser to where you can't see the face. And what I mean by the face is that right there. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're we're going to come down here, see the face. We're going to shift and go all the way across. And there we go. What that's going to do is that's going to put the water bottle into the beehive, dispense the water bottle that has the honey in there into the hopper, which is then going to take the honey bottle into the chest. All right, so once you get all of your dispensers in place, you want to come over here and you want to place a temporary block directly over top of the hopper, just like that. Then you want to grab your slab. Once you grab your slab, you're going to run it to the top half of this block right here. Now these slabs are temporary, but they're needed so you don't lose your bees when you place your beehives. So we're going to go ahead and place it to the top half. And again, if you don't know what the top half to the bottom half is, there's the top half and there's the bottom half. So we're going to run our 4 temporary slabs all the way down, just like that. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove that temporary block right there. After we remove that temporary block, we're going to grab our beehives. Now, if you look at the beehive, they face certain directions. See that slit right there? That's where the bee goes in. Okay, so looking at the front of the build, we want that slit to be shown all the way down, just like that. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is grab our hoppers. You're going to run the hoppers directly into your dispenser all the way across. See how it's bent? Make sure all of your hoppers are going the correct direction. Then you want to come off either side of your build. We're going to go over here and you'll run 2 temporary blocks off of this hopper right here. So that's 1, 2. Then looking into that temporary block, you're going to place 4 hoppers. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are faced into the dispenser and these are going into this temporary block right here. Now we can go ahead and remove these 2 blocks. We're going to go ahead and take our 1 chest and place it over here. Now, I don't know which way y'all are building y'all's hoppers, but I will show you. See the big end right here and how it kind of goes smaller? Well, whichever way it's going smaller, you want your chest at the largest end. So right here, because it's going to take the water bottles down and then run the water bottles along that way. Next, while we're up here, we're going to go ahead and grab our water bottles and into the back of these or the top of these, whichever one, you're going to take some of your water bottles in your dispenser and just kind of load it up. We're going to do that real quick. We're just going to put some water bottles in there. All right, there we go. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take our glass and we're going to run it directly into the slab all the way around. So what we're basically doing is we're creating almost like a trough so that the bees stay almost on top of the dirt and can't fly out. Okay, so here is where you'll probably want to grab your temporary blocks again and create a staircase up here because you're going to have to remove the slabs now. Okay, so we remove the slabs. I do not have any bees in here, but if you had bees in here, this is when the bees would actually come out and be playing on the dirt. So we're actually going to put some bees in there. So let's go ahead and do that. We got a couple babies. There we go. The whole family of bees. Next, you're going to go ahead and grab your flowers. Okay. If you come down towards the bottom, you can actually use the hopper and be able to plant your flower from that hitbox. Because you can't plant a flower on the hopper, it'll go down. So we're going to go ahead and plant all 4 of our flowers on that dirt. Just like that. And with that being said, this build is pretty much done. Now it is slow whenever it first starts, but remember that this is a single cell build. Here's a single one, and then if we added this one in with this one, that would be a double, so on and so forth. Each segment that you want to do is probably about 4 of these. But to show you, it is working. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it down in the comments below. If you're new, consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Until next time, guys, I will see y'all later. Don't look at that, because that's a preview for next video. I built it too close.